Hey there everybody, welcome back to the final part of Dark Corners of the Earth. Last time you may recall we fought off some deadly air-filled flying polyps, and we made our way out of a very old, deep underground cavern in the undersea city. And that means we are now in the mysterious temple that we've heard referred to quite a few times. But what does that mean for us overall? Well, that means that hopefully we can do something about that shield, and hopefully we can put a final nail in the coffin for this weird cult. Now, before we head into the temple proper, we do have, well, what appears to be a pedestal.
It's written in some kind of ancient language.
Well, thankfully we have a nifty book to help us read that.
These are the tablets of Dagon. This must be the original source text for Obid's translation, the Book of Dagon. I can now read some of the last passages. I'll write them down.
Yeah, thankfully what was taking Robert Marsh so long to translate, Jack can seemingly translate rather quickly. Also, at this point, we actually do have 100% of the documents in the game, so hooray for that. But nothing too great here, just kind of a prophecy about Cthulhu rising from Relaya and madness, all that jazz. Not really anything we need to worry ourselves about, and unless, of course, we are around whenever the stars sink into the ocean and all that jazz. But with that out of the way, we can now head into the temple proper. If we wanted to, on the adjacent far side there was probably another medkit, but we're actually doing fine for the most part. Really, the flying polyps were probably the most difficult part combat-wise. What do we have up here? Why, it's a whole squad of sorcerers in front of, well, that is actually Mother Hydra, or at least a personification of Mother Hydra. Kind of assumed she would be bigger, but she definitely is madness-inducing, as well, you can kind of tell from the distortion going on right now. It's really not a good idea to stay up topside there. Instead, it's best just to drag the sorcerers down here and just take them down one at a time without so much of the insanity going on.
What was that?
But with all the sorcerers out of the way, it's time to take a look inside this large chamber.
There were things in the shadows.
Maybe kind of hard to tell right now, but this chamber is actually part of a rather cumbersome, gimmicky puzzle. First thing we want to do, though, is head to the center area here. Head up this ramp, because behind this statue here is actually a switch we need to hit. After we hit that switch, water will start flowing down. And it will apparently piss off Mother Hydra something fierce. And that's when she'll start to call up these nice endless stream of deep ones. Thankfully, with our laser weapon, they are really easy to take down. Now the thing is, once the water starts flowing, we actually have to hit another 4 switches, which are out of bounds for Jack. He just can't jump high enough. And, well, somehow or another, we are going to have to possess a deep one. And that's why we're going to have to use this gong. Yeah, we have to hit the gong with a full-on blast. And then quickly get up the stairs and stand in that pool right in front of Mother Hydra. Normally, by doing that, if you don't hit the gong, you'll just hear Jack say, oh, her voice is overwhelming, something like that. But the thing to keep in mind is you have to look at her in her ugly, ugly face. Which is taking me a little bit to remember. Or you can just look wherever. It's kind of... this part is honestly very buggy. But yeah, we have now possessed a deep one, which allows us to hit a switch. And you just gotta do that another 3 times. Not very difficult, but... well, let's just say it's a bit cumbersome to watch. So let's just skip on ahead to the final switch. Now with the final switch out of the way, the maximum amount of water is now flowing. And somehow or another we need to, well, get a fully charged shot into that little puddle, and that will kill Hydra. That will also stop the flowage of deep ones, but the reason we actually wanted to do that was to get, well, you can kind of see a little pedestal there in front of Mother Hydra. We just needed to get that little emblem there. That's the entire reason we killed Mother Hydra. But with that emblem now obtained, we can, well, actually get the fuck out of this horrible undersea city. Also, if you can assume properly, well, we have now killed both Dagon and Hydra. Somehow. So, kudos to us, I guess. Now it's just time for the final fight between me and Cthulhu.
According to the text, the doors can only be opened with an ancient chant spoken by someone in possession of a sacred charm.
Yeah, you may also recognize this from earlier on in the level.
Behuin and Kugnath, Fanu Naemna, Bagliz Kafungin, Kathavahel, Kulth Cthulhu Kafungni, Ia Rigazengaro, Ia Hydra.
Yeah, all we have to do is get to that other pedestal that we saw earlier, and we should be good to get out of here. Should be smooth sailing. And I was completely lying about that, because now that the shield is down, the Navy is full on attacking the city, and that means, well, we're kind of in trouble. And we're especially in trouble because there was one last final bug in the PC port of Dark Corners of the Earth, and that is, well, they lowered Jack's movement speed for some inexplicable reason, and that kind of makes this final dash to the end mildly unwinnable. Yeah, you managed to go not quick enough. Thankfully, that was kind of fixed in the fan-made patch, but I decided to be a real man and show you the best way to get through this section is to bunny hop. That's right. Bunny hopping will give you that minor little increase in speed that will actually let you get free of this horrible section in this horrible area. there's our ticket out.
Behuin and Kugna, Iron Naemna, Bagliz Kafungin, Kathavahel, Kulth Cthulhu Kafungni, Ia Rigazengaro, Ia Hydra.
And I lied before, we're not actually going to be fighting Cthulhu at all.
Jack! Howda! Oh my god! Is he okay?
What the hell happened to him? Check his pulse.
Jack! Can you hear me? Jack!
Jack. Why have you summoned me?
There is something I must show you. We must hurry. Time is short.
Where are we going?
The Great Library. A terrible conflict is upon us, and our hosts will not survive it. The keenest minds are already projecting to later days.
Who will be the enemy? There have been no ructions with either the Migo in the north, or Cthulhu's kin to the south.
In your wanderings, did you come upon the vast sealed trapdoors at the foundation of the old city?
Yes, but I didn't understand their purpose.
There was a terrible war between us and a race of half-polypus creatures that had been dominant until our arrival. This volume tells of that bloody period.
Why are you showing me this now?
They are still down there, Jack, thriving in the darkness. They are plotting to break free of their bonds and wreak a terrible revenge. The end is inevitable, and close, very close.
How much time do we have? What the hell was that?
You are no longer safe. Follow me.
If this is the end, where am I supposed to go?
It's time for you to go back.
Back?
Yes, back to your own time. But before you leave, there is something more you need to know.
What is this place?
The human mind is too delicate a fabric for the return displacement. It could easily tear. Your memories of Nakotas must be cleaned.
Will I remember nothing of this place? 6 years of my life, and for nothing?
When the time comes, you will remember. We will be waiting in the shadows of your dreams.
These riddles make no sense. What was it I needed to know?
Did you ever wonder about your visions?
Nightmares. It came with the territory. Sometimes it helped with the cases.
Bad dreams are never that accurate. You are different from the rest of your race, Jack. Your father could see it. Suicide was his escape from the truth.
What's this got to do with him?
He has been here too. He was displaced just moments before you were conceived. I was the transferred mind.
What are you saying? That you're my father?
Not entirely. You are not of our kind, but neither are you completely human. I'm sorry, Jack. There is no more time.
I like the way you smile at me, say.
Mr. Walters? Mr. Walters! Can you hear me? Mr. Walter?
He's convulsing. We're losing him.
So there you go. There's the ending of Dark Corners of the Earth. Jack kills himself. Ramona is a spooky ghost. Jack is also apparently half Yith somehow because genetic works that way. Yeah, and the opening of the game was actually the ending of the game, so there's that as well. But yeah, I completed it 100%, still got a D rank, but who cares, I'm also a nut job, so there's that. But yeah, I hate that ending. I hate the final areas of the game, and, well, hopefully you've enjoyed this LP. I do want to thank everybody for watching. I'm sorry that this game is so awful. I'm sorry to anyone out there that might have bought it on PC on Steam. I'm not sure why they even released it on Steam considering how buggy it is. But hopefully you'll join me next time as I LP something else. But yep, thank you for watching and have a good night.